Board for the pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's have a moment of silence for the troops who are in harm's way.
And Bob Snackles, that passed away just this past week.
Thank you.
Before we begin our meeting, I'd like to point out the exits located in front of the rear of the room. In the event of an emergency, I ask that you orderly proceed to the nearest exit. The Cicero Town Board acknowledges the importance of full public participation in all public hearings and therefore urges all who wish to address those in attendance to utilize the microphones located in front of the room. I'll make a motion all actions taken tonight are type 2 or unlisted actions that have a negative impact on the environment unless otherwise determined.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes, we need approval of Town Board meeting minutes of May 12th, 2008.
Oh, I just wanted to make a quick note. I noted to Tracy there were a couple of comments in the meeting minutes that were attributable to me, but I think they were actually Michelle Baines from O'Brien and Gear. So Tracy's noted that. She's going to correct that in the minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve is presented. Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes, we need approval of special Town Board meeting minutes of May 16th, 2008.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes. Chris?
Just one item for now. We'll be starting our summer hours Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., starting Monday.
Gene?
I just have one item. The Highway Department has purchased their striper, and I've given you a memo this evening about it. The striper was purchased for $52,392. Through Alliance Leasing, I have received a quote for a 5-year lease to make annual payments, and the first payment would begin this year. Each payment will be for $11,740 per year. I have not had Heather review this yet, but it's a pretty standard one like we did last time. So if we're in favor of going ahead with the lease, I would ask for a couple resolutions pending Heather's stamp on it, but it's good to go. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Any questions?
I know you brought up the option of just paying for this piece of equipment out of this year's budget. Won't roll into next year's budget because we have decreased a great amount of money being spent by the highway department this year. So that's an option.
It's an option in the sense we could modify money, say, from gutters and move it into equipment line. And I could do the same with this. I think we budgeted a little over $12,000 for it, and do a modification and then pay for it. But that's up to the board.
We'd save like $4,000.
You would, the interest on it's a little over, over the next 5 years, you would, close to $5,000.
$4,200.
So in the long term, it would, if that's something the board wanted, to entertain to do. We do have that option since you have said we're not going to be doing any gutter work in Hawaii.
Any comments?
Well, I know we talked, most of the apparatus and trucks we bought, we're going to do the lease on, just to spread payments out. I prefer to do the same thing, just because of the budgetary constraints that we're going to have. I think we're going to save that for when it comes budget time. But that's my take on it.
I agree to some extent, but looking at, say, $4,000 over the term of the lease, that's pretty huge too.
It's $5,308.
$5,000, that's even better. A lot of the leasing things that we went through in the budget process were for big ticket items. I mean, that's the one thing we were looking at for the trucks and everything for highway. In that case, yes, it was more fiscally sound to lease. But in this case, if we can save $5,000, maybe we should do that.
Sounds fair to me. Would you like to make a
Get it
motion?
in this year and then not have that expense next year.
True.
Motion to approve the sale, or I'm sorry, the purchase of the striker for the amount of, and that's the correct amount, $53,000?
Right, we've already purchased it, we did all of that. I guess now I'm just asking the board which route you'd like to go. If we want to go for the lease, I have 2 resolutions I need in order to go ahead to do the leasing process. Or if you want to go ahead and purchase,
Do you need
then
an amendment?
we can go there. It won't be an amendment, it would be a modification for that. And I can calculate exactly what it is and I can bring that back to the board next time with exactly, we'll mod approximately 12,000 from this leasing line, and then the difference I would say would come from the gutters line.
Why don't we just table that right now until you bring us back all the figures?
So I can do that if you want. That's
I
up to
think
you.
that'd be, and then we're looking at everything.
Okay, so I can do that.
Do you have anything else?
Nope, that's all I had.
Jody?
Nothing.
Heather?
I have several matters for executive session at the board's pleasure sometime this evening. 2 litigation matters and then an employment history issue.
Mark?
No, nothing.
Wayne?
Nothing at this time.
Anita?
Good evening. First, I'd like to thank my liaison, Charlotte Tarwacki, for helping me last week mailing out a huge mail load for our department. Again, I need to express my department and myself thanks. Secondly, what I'd like to ask is I need or would like to attend the ethics seminar that is coming up this coming Friday. It's local. I'd be using my own vehicle, so there would be no expense to the town. It is a course that I am going to have to take at some point for continuing education for this year. And seeing it's this close right here in Buckley Road at the Ramada, I would like to ask the board's permission if I may attend that meeting, that seminar this Friday.
And how much is it?
It will be $95, and it's a full day session.
You have it budgeted already?
Yes, we do. It is a budgeted item. Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes?
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.